Okay, welcome back to the channel, and hopefully today we're going to help you with your golf. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot, okay, is can you combine drills? Well, the answer to that is purely yes, you can. It depends specifically what you're working on, and it depends on what you're trying to achieve. But yes, you can. You can combine 2-3 drills maybe at a time. The trick to it though is that you'll take your time. Okay, I would tend to start off fairly slowly, and I wouldn't go at it too fast too soon. And be kind to yourself. Use a higher lofted club, put it on a tee peg, build up. Okay, and that's the key to it. But yes, you can combine drills. I do it quite often. Okay, my favorite one that I tend to do is the one-handed drill. I would tend to start every practice session that I do, I would start with just my right hand, and I would just be swinging the arm back and forth, okay, and then I would combine it with my lead hip. Okay, I combine it with my lead hip, pushing back, okay, because I like to get the feeling of the release, the correct release, which is of this sort of throw release, and the right, just swinging my one-handed does this for me, and then I like to get the feeling of my left hip being pushed back, and I like to just work on timing those two through, because you want to try and time them up together. So as my club is coming down, I want the hip to be pushing through at the same time. All right, I don't want to be doing it too soon, and I don't want to be doing it too late, if that makes sense. So I work on that, and that's one of the things that I tend to work upon, just to feel that. So I'll just swing the club just back and through, and I'll just hit a few one-handed chip shots. It's a great way just to get your eye in and get a feel for the club head swinging as I hit it, and it helps me just with this pushing of the left hip back and through. All right, and that's something that I work on personally every single time I practice. But there's other things that you can do, and you can combine them. But what you notice there is, because I'm doing it one-handed, it's sort of forcing me not to swing fast, okay, or at full tempo. All right, it's forcing me to swing at a nice easy pace, and that's really what you want to be doing. Now, another one that you can do is, if you're having trouble starting the swing and you find it hard to get the trigger, then you can do what we call the front loader drill, where you start with the club head forward, swing back, and then hit. Okay, and you can do that one, and you can combine it with another favorite one, another great drill, which is the right foot back. Okay, which just helps to clear the right hip out the way. If you're somebody who's struggling with the sway, or don't turn the hips enough, or they're firing the hip forward, you can combine the two together. Okay, if you wanted to add in another one, you can combine arm loop. Okay, so as the arms go up, I can loop the arms in, so it brings me in on an inside path. But the trick is to do it slowly. All right, you could do it on a tee peg, or you could just go full-blooded and hit it off the floor. But you could just start, and what I could do is I could start forward, and as I bring the club back, I could take the right foot back in and loop and hit. Okay, you might scuff a few to start with, that's fine. You might not hit it as great in the middle, but you're working on the motion that you're trying to achieve, and as you do it more, you'll get better at it. Okay, as simple as. All right, so I could start off by just going forward, back, and through. Okay, but I'm going to do it nice and slow, and that's the key. I'm not trying to always hit it full pelt, all right, because it's not going to work. That one was a little bit low on the blade, a little bit off the toe, so I'm going to just try that again, and if needs be, take it easier. So I'm just going to swing back, and through. Again, a bit low, all right. So I'd keep working on this until I can do it, and that's the key. All right, so I'm just going to stand here, concentrate on it, back, there we go. Okay, so I've got the right feel, the right depth, and everything on that. Got the arms to loop in, felt great. That one, that was right bang out the middle. All right, so yes, the answer to that question is you can, and I would often suggest you do when you're trying to put together let's say the M system on Malaska Golf. If you're trying to put that together, then I actually would recommend that you do. You know, when you get to the point where we call it a section called combining skills, okay, or practicing, sorry, then there would be a point where you are practicing different movements and you're combining it with maybe two. Maybe I would pick one backswing, one downswing, or two in the backswing, one downswing. If you want to do three, you know, don't try and have 7 or 8. Okay, maybe that's a bit too much, but it's got to be working on what you need to be working on. Okay, and take your time. That's the message really from today. So the answer to your question that I get quite a lot: can you combine skills? Yeah, sure you can. Okay, and once you get those skills and you develop them, then you can start to produce, you know, better shots. Once you feel like you've got that movement of hip going back, let's say, starting the swing, you can then start to combine it up into a full swing. Okay, that came out nicely. So maybe that's what I should be working on. Anyway, I hope that helps you this week. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as possible. So yeah, I really appreciate your help on that one. Anyway, if you have any questions, please drop them in a comment below and I'll answer them just like this one.